Her name is Gena Ozols. She is tremendous. I almost said traumatic. It's because I still have mental health stuff. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. All right, a little bit about Gena. Her social algorithm really wants her to buy the infinity hoop. It is like a weighted kind of hula hoop thing. If I didn't say hula hoop, would you figure it out without it? Could go this way as well. She said that if she could collect anything, it would be private planes, flight crews, and hotels around the world. Smart is what it is. It's real fucking smart. I was like, figurines. Nope. Her dancing songs include anything by ABBA. And if you were, yes, ABBA. And if you really want to woo Gena, you should bring French onion dip to the party, is all I'm saying. So that all being said, Gena, would you like to join me on stage? Woohoo! I'm gonna just put this back here. Excuse me, pardon me. All right, there. Nope. Gosh darn it. Let's see if we can go out on a high note. Oh, we can. All right.
Literally, I like the literal jokes. I do. Oh. So suits are to heterosexual women what lingerie is to heterosexual men. And the reason for this is because both are really sexy and both also represent kind of the gender expectations that we have for men and women. Over the last 100 years or so, suits have not only become the standard of Western professionalism, but they've also come to represent what we consider as power and influence and strength. Suits, no matter what their variations, you can have three-piece suits or tuxedos, etc., but they always come down to two basic elements, and that is matching bottoms and a top. Now, you can have a skirt suit because that's a skirt and not pants, but that's really the only difference. A suit is a suit. So we know that powerful men like Barack Obama got made fun of, even though he looked sharp, in that tan suit because it was a light color and it was feminine. We know that characters like Barney Stinson on How I Met Your Mother are obsessed with their suits. And we know that the picture of toxic masculinity, Donald Trump, was made fun of for his poor fitting suits and having to tape his ties together, among a lot of other very valid reasons. But my question for you is, why is it that we call suits that are pants and a jacket, yet worn by women, pantsuits? The outfit's exactly the same. It's matching pants and a jacket. The only thing that changes is the gender of the person wearing it. The term pantsuit was originally used in the 1920s by American designers. The Brits used the phrase trouser suit, which is probably good because in British slang, pants mean underwear, so it's a very different connotation there. But pantsuits didn't really become popular for American women until about 30 years ago. Even foundational feminist films like 9 to 5, our heroines, like the Lord and Savior, Dolly Parton, were wearing skirts and dresses throughout the entire movie. Now, what could have possibly happened about 30 years ago that might have changed our perception on this? I can't imagine. But so in 1992, when Bill Clinton was elected, this was also known as the Year of the Woman. There were only 2 out of 100 U.S. senators that were female, so 2 to 98. As of 1993, there were 7, so clearly we were taking over the world. Congratulations to us, 7%. We're killing it. But what these female senators came to find out when they got to DC was that they were not allowed to go to work wearing pants. It was not allowed on the U.S. Senate floor. They did have to wear pantyhose, which is cruel and unusual punishment in a swamp town like DC, but they wanted to get this rule changed. And they tried before, but they'd faced a lot of opposition. Now, people ask, why would there be opposition to this? Well, 30 years ago, there was a lot. A month ago, conservative commentators like Candace Owens were literally quoted as saying that Minnie Mouse wearing pantsuits was destroying the fabric of society. So trust me, 30 years ago, it was real hard. One of the newly elected senators in 1993, Carol Moseley Braun, who's also the first Black woman elected to the U.S. Senate, worked with, and a reason why we need to elect more Black women, worked with senior Senator Barbara Mikulski to bring forward a resolution to get this changed. They still faced a lot of opposition, but they got a lot of really good public support from the most powerful person in the country at that time, Mrs. Hillary Rodham Clinton. So she wanted to not only work on programs like CHIP, which still help kids to this day, but she also wanted to show support for these female senators and the idea that we should all be allowed to wear pants at work. And so she had been on the campaign trail for many years, having to tone down her feminism so that it did not harm her husband's campaign, because prioritizing women is like a detriment, right? So the very popular First Lady started basically exclusively wearing pantsuits as she was doing things, and she helped get the resolution passed and created support. Yay, good for her. But then the backlash happened. People don't really like when women do things. And so even until this day, when you say the phrase pantsuit or Hillary Clinton, people have this automatic reaction, and it can often be fairly negative. It can mean that someone is frumpy or unfashionable or ugly or, God forbid, old, the worst things women can possibly be. And so this has kind of stayed through the last 30 years. And while there's young women who are making suits look damn good, including super hot power lesbians, I can never forget them, the thing that I hope that you take from tonight's talk is that this is actually a classic propaganda technique that is used against women in power. We take the things that make them badass or interesting or effective, and we twist them to degrade these women. So please think of that as you watch the careers of people like AOC and Kamala Harris, and remember that clothes don't have gender. Thanks.